10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 309. 2 weeks in a row in the studio. Nice to see Lifting with Larry. Again, I'm Blueberry Bitch. I need a name. I need, that's my nickname, but I feel like I need a name like yours.
All right, we need to have a contest and let people pick a name for you.
No, it'll come out as and then that's I can't use that one.
You can't use that. No,
yeah,
probably
no,
not.
That's
get canceled.
Yeah, you'll get canceled. So, Larry, how's it going? Uh-oh, what happened?
I had some feedback there. I'm doing well. It's been a long day at work.
Yeah, but, we were talking about that in the pre-show, which you can get at patreon.com/the Gig Econ Podcast. That Larry had to reset 75 phones. That's what second job has come to for Mr. Larry.
But yeah, it's been a pretty good week. Did a little bit of gig work this weekend, so yeah, can't complain.
Well, tell me about your stories from the road. I see you do have a little story. I see.
Yeah, did a little food delivery and some rideshare on 4th of July. Picked up these four girls, and they were going to a very, very wealthy neighborhood, like one of the top 3, wealthiest neighborhoods around Bowling Green, called Mount Air. And when I got there, it was a humongous house, probably a big giant circle drive, probably, 30 cars, obviously having a big 4th of July party. But man, like halfway through, I was like, these girls are so freaking loud. Oh my God, they're so loud. I was like, I don't know if I just hadn't done rideshare in a while and was not used to it, but they were so loud. And they were talking all about this friend of theirs, this guy friend of theirs who's dating this girl who cheated on him and how he deserved better and he should marry the one in the front. And the one in the front kept trying to drag me into it. She turned to me like, well, what do you think about this?
Oh, I hate that.
I know it. I'm like, well, I think y'all got it covered. That's, just something to say that. And then they're talking about it and she's like, I think he's going to marry me. I think he wants it. What do you think? I was like, yeah, he's probably going to marry you. Yeah. Just shut up and leave me out of the conversation. Wanted no part of it.
Yeah. It's tough to know like which side of the argument, you know what I mean? Like you kind of got to feel the vibe, because if it's like her and then she's against the 2 girls and you go with her, then you're going to get hate from the other girls.
Exactly.
So it is a weird predicament to be in. Or when it's husband and wife and she's just shitting on him.
Girlfriend. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I had that happen one time too. This girl, you can tell they were dating, but man, she on there and she was flirting, man, hard and playing the raunchiest songs on her phone.
Oh, I remember that story.
Oh my gosh. She kept trying to, I was like, nah, nope, don't want no part of this.
Yeah. That's super weird. Well, yes, I heard at the beginning when you said you did some food delivery and rideshare. So are we starting to mix it up a little bit now?
I'm mixing it up, man. I'm mixing it up.
Now, can I ask why you're mixing it up? I mean, I know I forced you to do it those 2 times, but like, why do you? Is it just because it's
slow? Yeah,
it's slow.
So slow during the summer. Yeah,
yeah.
But I mean, you do it for a while and you're like, oh yeah, it's not so bad. I don't mind it. And especially when it's slow, it's good to have them all on. But yeah, I'll try to be a little more diverse in the future here.
Yeah, and speaking of diversity, my stories. Oh man, the one Amazon route. I've been doing Amazon more. Like I've been trying to. This is because I feel like gig work has slowed down quite a bit. I've noticed with Walmart. I mean, I have a couple in the morning, and then it's just not much. And food delivery is, and I get it. It's it's summertime, people are on vacation and stuff. But so I've been trying to get do a couple Walmarts, and then I've been recently getting an Amazon route at like 10. So then I do that, and then I'm done for the day or whatever. But a couple of them have been long hauls. The old Kalamazoo. That's like my favorite place to live or to visit. And I had a route. Doesn't matter what day it is, but it was kind of around a lake area, and they had construction going on, but they only had one-way directions on some of the construction. And when you're down there, you're kind of, you kind of got to just trust the GPS, the Amazon one. And maybe it's on me because I didn't look ahead, but like I had to like take this huge detour all the way around to deliver a package. Then I realized, oh, fuck, I have to do another one in that same one way, but I'm already past it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't look ahead. Yeah. So now I got to go all the way around again. So like 2 stops took me like almost a half hour.
Oh, dang.
And you're going through by the lake and it's 25 miles an hour and there was no cops, but they had the cop, radar thing. Like clearly people are like buzzing through there and I'm just like, get me the fuck out of here.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Just a word of advice, and don't do what I do. Make sure you look at the map. You can always skip ahead to different stops, and if I would have looked at it, I would have seen that one, done that one first, then skip to the next one, and then I would have only had to go through that one way once. Yeah. So yeah, that was a little annoying. Kind of a rookie move, but I don't know. I think I was just bitching about it and not thinking and not looking ahead, and then realized I just double fucked myself.
Well, I mean, I haven't done Amazon Flex, but I mean, I can understand getting in the groove and not really, you kind of rely on it after a little while to, it's going to send me on a good route, good way, and so not checking everything like that. That's kind of a rare occurrence for the road to be shut down one way like that.
Yeah, and I don't really blame Amazon per se, but they do struggle with picking up construction. So like when I figured out it was one way, I dumped Amazon's and I typed the address in on my Google Maps, and it was accurate. They had clearly been working on that for a while. But I know Faith, she really looks at the map and sometimes she reorders stuff. I typically don't. I don't feel like I'm smart enough than the computer to be better. I'm not saying Faith is smart enough or isn't. It's not about that. It's just a reflection on me. Like I'm going to fuck it up somehow. That's basically what I'm saying.
So it lets you go in and actually you can reorder them whatever order you want.
You can't reorder them, but you can, like if 2 and 6 are next to each other, you can do 2, jump to 6, and then go back to 3, 4, 5 or whatever. Okay. But no, they don't let you reorder, which God, that would be amazing if they could. But a lot of these are businesses now, and a lot of them get deliveries, even though I swear half of them are like personal shit they're getting delivered to the business. Yeah. They put priorities on them. So like yesterday I did a route. I had 2, 3 right by 40 and 41, which I didn't do 40 and 41, but the 2 and the 3 were businesses. So they want you to go there. So even though it's not as efficient, they want to get those, which is granted, they've run into so much trouble where it says on the thing business closes at 5 and I got the package at 8:00.
Yeah.
And my motto, everything gets delivered. And so I'm delivering at 8:00. I try to hide it and go on from there. But so I think they're really trying to like accommodate these businesses and prioritize it a little bit. So so that's good. I signed up for Meals Now. I know you've probably heard that in the chat, the Telegram chat, which you can join. The link is in the description. And then I signed up for Veho, I think, Veho, which is kind of like Flex. I know Gabe talked about a lot in the chat. He's done a few routes with them. It doesn't sound as good as Flex, but it's always good to have, something in your tool belt. And I don't have a drum roll button. I only have this one. A BabyQuip update. I got my first reservation.
Uh-oh.
Of course.
Let's hear about it.
Of course, I'm on vacation. But did I take it? Yes. Am I going to have people deliver it and pick it up for me? Yes. Have I been working on it, scheduling that for the last day? Yes, I have. I just said to myself, you know what? Fuck it. I have to get some orders under my belt, even though I'm not doing it. Yeah. So my daughter's going to bring it down there. And you don't set it up, especially for like cribs and car seats because of the liability. We have to give them the manual, even if it's a digital link. It just shows that we gave them the manual for that. And then so Avery's just going to drop it off. And then one of my friends, bus friends is going to go pick it up because on the it's like the 17th through the 25th. Well, the 17th we're gone and the 25th we're gone as a family. The 17th it's just 3 of us. The 25th it's 4 of us. So I have to have my friend go pick it up. So I'm literally not driving any of it. I'm just buying the shit, which ended up being $550.
Okay.
So
what was it?
It was a crib and a stroller. They were both, and I had to buy a mattress, like a crib mattress. So my stuff was in there at $200. So, or I think the stroller was a little bit more, but that's the most expensive stuff on there. So I get the purchase out of the way.
Okay.
It's a little far of a drive. It's 32 miles. It's literally the end of my little, because you draw a bubble over it.
Right, what you want.
And it's Saugatuck. I don't know if you remember Saugatuck when you were up here.
Yeah.
They're staying in an Airbnb down there. And so, of course, it's like the furthest I drive. But she paid $350 for it, and I'm getting $250. So it looks like they took $100 out. So not horrible. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to break even with this first one, but now I have it. And
right.
Next one,
just think the next. Yeah, somebody else needs a crib and a stroller, man. You're in business.
I think two reservations I got it paid for, basically.
That's awesome.
And then I have it, and Megan's a little worried about them, and she's like, "Well, the other gigs you don't have to invest." I was like, "We can't look at this as like a gig. This is like a small business."
Yeah, it's different than gig work. It really is.
I mean, then she's like, "Well, what about your car?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I have my car because I have to have a car, but I use it for gig work. This other stuff, I don't need it. I don't have babies. I don't have any grandkids."
Right. Yeah.
So you have to put a little investment in. Now, this shit's going to last for years and years and years. It's not going to be, 2 times unless they break it, which there's a damage clause. But, so yeah, I just told her it was, it's more of a business. It's not just delivering food. You got to put some skin in the game.
Yeah. Well, it's cool to see because I remember like the first time we talked about it. And it's come all the way to fruition now.
It took a while. I mean, it
did take a while,
a whole year. Cause I think last year we talked about it. Like, it'd be a good summer gig. And I do feel this is going to be mostly a summer gig, maybe around the holidays, but like January, February, and March, I doubt I get a reservation.
Yeah. You never know unless somebody's coming in to visit people, family for the holidays or something.
Well, yeah, I said, the holidays, I think so, but like the 3 months before spring, I think it's going to be tough. She got this off of some sort of referral from Verbo. She even got a discount. Didn't take it out of mine.
Right.
So I think Verbo is partnered with.
Yeah, they must be
BabyQuip, and then I'm thinking to myself, that triggered an idea for me. I need to reach out. I don't know how, maybe through like the Grand Rapids Forum that has like 50,000 people. I'm like, hey, Airbnb owners, here's my name. What if I could give them like a small $20 kickback on a $200 order or something like that for them to put, hey, I know somebody that, or, hey, if you need something.
That's not a bad idea. Because, a lot of people utilize Airbnbs and Verbos and stuff like that now instead of the hotels.
So I haven't really Megan's like, have you watched any training videos? I'm like, absolutely not. I haven't watched one. But now that I'm starting to get orders, I'm going to dive into it. You know me, I'm not going to waste. I mean, some of that it's a lot. It's just a lot of like, I wouldn't call it a conference, but like it's not like a typical training. It's just some leaders talking about it, but it's like there's like 3-hour videos. I'm like,
holy cow.
I mean, I'm out at 12 seconds on a TikTok. Like
that's going to be a struggle.
That's going to be a struggle. So I wish I could say I'll let you know on the deliveries, but I'm not going to be a part of it. And I don't even know if that's against the rules. I'm just going to roll the dice. I assume it's fine. I mean, it shouldn't really matter. I mean, they did background check me, though.
Yeah.
I might need to look at that.
It could be your first and last.
I'm like thinking about it. Maybe after the show tonight, I'm going to have to look at some terms and service.
Yeah, just send the link to copy the link for those 3-hour videos and shoot it into Chat GPT and tell it to summarize it for you.
And take the terms of service and say, hey, tell me if there's anything in here that I can't have somebody else deliver it, so I don't have to fucking read it.
exactly.
That's what chat's great for. That kind of shit.
It is. Yeah,
Oh my God. It's amazing. And I got the $20. I'm on board. That's another subscription. And I love it. I love it. I can take a picture of something.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I know this is a little squirrely. I took a picture of my early ballot for the primaries. It fucked something up, though. I was like, hey, tell me a little bit about these people. And one of the person that's running for the Democratic side and the governor is a sheriff. And they said he was sheriff of my county. And I know he's not. I know where he's at. I was like, hey, you got this wrong. Oh, thanks for
letting us know.
Thanks for letting me know. So, again, it's not perfect. Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, you really have to.
Yeah.
I just got an email the other day. I guess it's like offering students a free year of Google's AI for free.
Oh.
So, and I got it because, I take classes at work. And so, I was like, hell, I'll sign up. Yeah. So I signed up. I haven't really tested it out yet, but
is that Gemini
for free? I think so.
Google's
I don't know.
is Gemini.
I think it is.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Well, anyways, so that's the story. I'll keep you updated
definitely.
If anything happens. So, all right, gig economy in the news. Larry wants to talk about the House in Pennsylvania apparently voted to ban Uber Lyft fares based on their personal data. Like, I'm curious what personal data they ban them on. The Gig Economy Podcast will be back after a quick break.
Are you ready to elevate your leadership journey through exploring the wisdom of the ages? Subscribe to the Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast on all major podcast platforms, including Apple iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube Music. You can also find us everywhere else podcasts are available. If you find value in our episodes, please leave a 5-star review on Apple, Spotify, and of course, YouTube. We need those reviews to grow, and it is truly the easiest way to help other leaders and lovers of literature discover this show. And thank you for your support.
Well, it's the pricing that we keep hearing about, where they're based their pricing on, like, they have things where they can tell like how low your phone is, so you might be willing to pay a better price, or where you're coming from, or your past history, different things like that. So, so the bill is going to prohibit transportation network companies from using information drawn from personal devices or other sources to charge riders different prices. So, unlike surge pricing, which is based on demand, this is looking at what they termed it surveillance pricing now, because it uses personal data to determine what an individual rider might be willing to pay. So it really sucks. I can understand surge pricing. It's really busy, not enough people to fulfill a demand. You can raise the price. But if they're looking at stuff like, he's got a low phone battery, he's probably willing to pay more because he's not going to be able to get
wild.
A ride. That sucks, man.
I can't. Really I can't believe they. And what else do they have access to? Do they have access to clearly not how much is in your checking account, because you know that kind of stuff. But
right. But I think it can look at past history, or it looks at let's see if it says anything else in here.
Well, it probably has your telematics for your phone, like if it knows your battery's low. Or maybe how, who you're texting, or maybe what apps you have on your phone, maybe.
Yeah, it could be, but it says in here that Maryland, Connecticut, California, and New York have already banned it, surveillance pricing, and there's similar bills in 20 other states, and the U.S. Congress is looking at it as well.
Okay.
So it's doesn't sound good.
The problem is like they're still going to do it, and then we're going to later on we're going to talk about a story about Walmart getting caught with their fingers in the jar again, in the cookie jar, and it's like they still are going to do it. They're just going to wait till somebody catches. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels
let
like
it die down, and then it'll ease back in, and then it's a mess.
I would be curious to know exactly what they have access to, because do you give them access to that when they say, like, I mean, what are they asking? So iPhone has a thing now. I'm sure you've seen. If you download an app, it says ask. Can the app, or what does it say?
Track you.
Ask the app not to track, and I never let them do it. You know what I mean? So maybe people are saying yes, it's fine, and so then the app can do it.
Maybe, yeah. I'm sure it's in their terms of service somewhere what they can do, but who reads it?
Well, no, that's the thing. That's why I always say no. And I also what pisses me off, at the beginning about Stories from the Road, I talked about Meals Now, which is I didn't explain. Meals Now is catering, and Viho is like, I did say Amazon, but Meals Now, it has the little blue on all the time up in the. I have a dynamic window on this phone. And so it just up at the top, you know what I'm talking about, the navigation or thing, and it's blue all the time because it made me choose always, which some of the apps when you choose that, it doesn't show that they do it in the background.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, which I guess is still the same, but the problem is it's draining my battery.
Yeah,
and I'm like annoyed with it. It's like a ghetto app for Meals Now. It's really ghetto, and I feel like they're just not optimized for battery saving. But
so I just looked up real quick on what's some of the stuff they use in surveillance pricing, and here's what it says. So they can look at some of your device and technical data such as battery level, the type of device you have, whether you have a premium versus a budget phone, what operating system, I don't know why this is matter, but typing speed and accuracy when entering addresses. Maybe if you're drunk, maybe they pay more.
Oh, wow.
It can look at your browsing history, your past purchase, how often a user abandons, closes the app after looking at a fare, how often they compare fares, and highly specific geolocation. Being, whether you're in an affluent area or near a busy transit hub. And also where you're going, daycare, hospital, airport, and even look at local weather conditions. So
that's wild. And all that is going into an algorithm at 1,000,000 miles an hour and is processing it.
Yep.
That browsing history, I mean, it can see where you're shopping. And like if you're looking at Nike or you're looking at Champion, as far as like, I'm trying to think of a lower brand of athletic wear.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
All that stuff. It is, man. It's pretty scary. Yeah.
But how do you stop it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, obviously some people are, this bill is going in and a lot of states have done it. But I was just thinking about someone was like, oh my God, you have your own foreign groups too, I know. And you see the crazies in there, but someone was like, these flock cameras, they're tracking us. It's not just license plates and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do you have a smartphone?
Yeah.
Because that's tracking you way more than that. I mean, I'm not for flock cameras by any means.
Yeah.
Or against them. I'm kind of neutral. Like, honestly, if it does help the police, I kind of like it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't break the law, or I try not to. Yeah. But my point is this person was freaking out about the flock cameras, and I'm like, your phone has got way more shit on you and that they can see than the stupid flock cameras with your license plate.
Sure. Yeah, we have a Facebook group called I think it's called Spotted in Bowling Green or something like that. There's a flock camera post at least once a week, if not more. Yeah, somebody posting about the flock cameras and what they're doing, and
we had somebody being vigilante has been cutting them down.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh man.
Of course, that same group today, I also read somebody posted that supposedly our local law enforcement cameras captured an extraterrestrial vehicle last night, but were forced to erase, the camera footage, and more to come.
It's when you see people on there like that, and like this person has the same vote as I do in the elections.
Yeah, like, man, they're just canceling me out.
Yeah, no kidding. Don't do that. Don't say that. That makes me feel bad. Like, oh man, God, it's like you have a husband and wife. That they are in difficult, which is crazy. I don't know. That's got to be tough to do. It's like someone that might be a Muslim or a Christian. Like, how does that relationship work? But they're like, yeah, it cancels it out. I'm like, well, why fucking vote then? I'm like, no, you still need to vote. Don't worry.
Still need to vote.
Still need to vote. All right, moving on. This, as you were talking at the beginning of the story, Larry, I had to download this because I realized I didn't have this picture. But this is rough, so trigger warning at the end of this, some of the language. It's a DoorDash, leave at the door. It says, if you grab my order and stack other orders with it, my food will arrive cold or hot and melted for dessert orders, and you will not receive a tip after it's dropped off. Choose your orders wisely. Also use your fucking brain. Put the food to the side, not directly in front of my fucking door, you retard fucks. So that's rough.
That is rough.
That's a wild thing to put in your notes.
It really is, yeah.
For somebody that's handling your food,
yeah,
like,
I wouldn't, yeah.
I mean, okay, you're not going to tip, but I'm just going to step on your food then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would feel if I read that, I probably am not getting a tip anyways.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Because people like this are kind of just crackpots. I'm just like, I don't know. And I don't even know why DoorDash allows that to even be put in there. Because I'm pretty sure that's like the regular notes, and I think it's in there all the time.
Yeah.
And I know they have AI like reading the chats, and it will flag it if you're
how can that not get flagged?
Yeah, because it's sitting there. You don't even have to do it on real time. You can just like randomly run through notes, I guess. I don't know. You would think that they would be able to do that, but that's just uncalled for.
Yeah. Yeah. We understand, don't put food in front of people's door, where they can't open it without knocking the food over. That's pretty basic, but there's no reason to be that extreme about it. I mean,
right. And if you're upset about the stacking, talk to DoorDash about that. Yeah. Or
go get your own freaking food,
or spend the $2 for priority. You're already spending a shit ton. It's elevated prices. What's $2 more?
Yeah,
to get the priority. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just pisses me off when I see that. I would say once a week, I do actually see somebody put in the notes, which I don't actually care about because I think too many people do it and we see it online, is putting shit in front of the door where it opens. I mean, it's simple to see where the hinge is and where the handle is and if it pulls out or pushes in.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
No, it is not.
I mean, you literally could do 7 other things at the same time looking at the door and still know where to put it.
Yep. Still figure it out.
I mean, I'll even if it's like a small porch and I know it swings out, I'll stack it on the edge, the steps, everything so that they can come out, open the door fully, grab their food. Even if some of the food's behind the door, at least it's not going to get knocked off or you know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
It's just a common sense courtesy thing. Like, why would you want? I mean, whatever. I guess what I'm saying is I don't mind that note because I'm with you.
Yeah, I don't mind that note at all. It doesn't bother me because I'm sure they're putting it there because it's happened to them.
Yeah,
they didn't just think of it.
Yeah, but calling them an R word, an effing R word, and like, I'm never gonna deliver to you again, and I might fart on your sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, that's just way over the line.
Yeah, people need to like take a freaking chill pill. And again, like you said, if they're so fucking butthurt about all this, just go get it. That's it's problem solved. Unless you have a disability, but like I would say that person probably doesn't. They probably just are lazy. I mean.
And what gets me is like, what do they really hope to accomplish by that? You think these people are going to go, oh my gosh,
I'm so sorry. Yeah,
I'm so sorry. You're right. I'm so stupid. That's not going to happen. People are going to it's immediately going to turn them against you, and you don't want to do that with somebody that's handling your food for no reason.
Yeah, it's. I wish you could see those notes before you pick up the order.
Yes, wouldn't that be nice?
Like I'd cancel.
Yeah, I think you'd get a lot more. You'd go a lot further just putting there. Please don't leave in front of the door. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, I'm like, no, duh, I'm with you. Thank you.
Gotcha. No problem.
It does not offend me that you said that because there's a bunch of idiots out there.
Yes, but to put it like the way they did, there's just ways to say things in ways you don't need to.
Guarantee their kids don't talk to them. I guarantee it. All right, Larry, let's talk about drift, our favorite thing. In fact, when I moved, I always say I'm a people mover. When I moved my wife tonight to the concert, she's like, "God damn, it smells good in here." I'm like, "I can't smell it."
Yeah, I know. I do the exact same thing with my wife. She'll get in and say, "Oh my God, that scent smells so good." I'm like, "You can still smell it?" I was like, "I can't smell it."
Yeah.
I thought it had gone away. She's like, "No, I can." Then the riders get in, passengers get in. They're like, "Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here." Yeah. So Drift is a subscription based air freshener. You can get it comes in a little piece of wood or a little piece of slate you can get, and I think they have a piece of metal now. But what it does is come soaked in these like essential oil scents, and they're always really good. They're not overwhelming. They're not artificial smelling. They're not super sweet. I've had them for about 3 years, and I get so many compliments from passengers on how good my car smells.
Mm-hmm.
Can't recommend them highly enough.
Yeah, it's great. The link is in the description. If you sign up, I think you get a free month, and then we get a free month. So we're not even like associated with them at all, but we just love it so much. And I think it's especially if you're a rideshare driver.
Yes, if you're a rideshare driver, you're missing out if you don't have it.
And it's not like overpowering like you think about. I know people do complain about some of those being overpowering. I wouldn't say it's overpowering at all.
No, and it's already, like I said, it's natural smelling. It doesn't smell artificial. It doesn't smell like super sweet or anything like that. I don't know, who their mixologist is or whatever they call the person who makes it, but they do a really good job.
Well, the thing is, like now I'm sure Europe is I know Europe is way better than us than on chemicals and shit and food, but recently over here, a lot of people are talking about those, the run-of-the-mill air fresheners have a lot of chemicals that they pump out of that. And as far as I can tell, I haven't seen anything on their website. They don't have all that stuff now. I don't know how they're doing it. But maybe we are getting cancer. I don't know. We'll never know. Something else will get us anyway. So
and mine runs. I had to do the wood one, and it's about between $11 and $12 a month.
And I think mine is $15. Now that free one I got. This is the longest ad ever. That free one I got. I did get a wood one.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what they sent out. I don't think I could get the other kind, but it's fine. It does the same thing, and it's still metally, or it's still magnetically clips on the clip I got. So
yep. All
right, moving on. Larry, this is actually from me, but you can go ahead and present it.
All right, so this is from Walmart Spark. Message says offers tailored to your preferences. It says it says just now we're changing how we show you offers based on the offers you select and other eligibility factors. The app will learn which offers you prefer and show you more like those first. You keep choosing the offers that work best for you. Rejecting offers will not count against you. So so doesn't give a whole lot of detail there.
No, in typical gig fashion or gig form, it's something I got. I threw it in the group. Looks like they've all gotten it. Like Cody in our Telegram group, him and I got it on the same day, and he's in Louisiana. And then Susan from New Jersey said she got it 3 months ago. So it's like, okay, what's your rhyme or reason? Yeah. It is interesting. We're going to show you the offers based on the offers you typically select, which, okay, but
I want the offers that pay a lot and are short miles.
Right. I want bangers every time.
Every time.
So I'm assuming they're not going to do that, obviously.
Reject all the other ones.
Yeah, you can keep choosing offers that work best for you. Rejecting, I know the rejectings won't, but like, what does that mean? I guess I would say it's probably more, do you like shopping? Or do you like curbside? I'm like, I like whatever's going to pay. Yeah. I have a different criteria for shopping than I do for curbside and so on and so forth, which is obvious. If you're spending more time inside, you're going to, want a little bit more. But if you're just sitting in your car listening to podcasts and, you don't have to get as much.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yes, for sure. And then speaking of Walmart, this is actually mine too. I didn't bleep out the address. Who cares? What are you going to do, Carla? Don't Don't send her anything nasty. It was a delivery. It was in an okay neighborhood. I've been over there before, but it said urgent. No, this isn't customer note. And this is actually new, Larry. This customer note thing will now pop up and you have to acknowledge it, which I'm fine with.
Yeah,
Like
I like that.
The more information I can get, I want to deliver the best product, whatever is possible. Like,
I'd much rather have it pop up than me have to go dig for it and maybe not see it.
Correct.
And it'd be something important.
Yes. So it says urgent, do not park and drive. Now, this is a small residential neighborhood. And I'm like, okay, please park in the street. We've had 2 oil stains on new concrete from Walmart delivery and like exclamation points everywhere. Place on front porch and do not enter porch if feet are muddy. Also, no smoking in car with our items. Thanks. So, a couple of things. The smoking, absolutely. I've had an order from Walmart with smoke, and I immediately called them, and they refunded me the entire thing. Like that,
I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't.
It stinks.
It does.
It is all in your food. So this lady had a camera, and I think I talked about it in the chat, but it had a camera up, like it was ADT. It was actually like the ADT, and it said video has cloud recording or something, like basically saying that if you grab the camera, we still have the footage. I'm like, yeah, lady, every fucking camera has cloud recording now. Like it, but I parked in the driveway. I backed up and I unloaded the groceries, and I don't know. I do try to follow the rules a little bit, but she had like a case of water and a bunch of pops. I'm like, no, I do not get paid enough to walk this all the way up. Now, that being said, I had an Amazon delivery a couple days ago that said, please park in the road. And I was like going to say, fuck you. But when I pulled up, there was kids playing in the driveway, and it was a little bit longer driveway, but it was only a small box. I was like, you know what? I pulled into the driveway, but right at the top, I just stopped. Now, if the garage door was down and there were no kids, I'd have drove right up that fucker. And I think Amazon's more thinking about the trucks or the vans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The piece of shits that they beat to hell and probably do leak oil, and they're I mean, I shouldn't say just the vans. We watched that lady driving the grass, so it's flex workers too. But I mean, I do. I know UPS does a lot of walking. I get that, but they make $50 an hour. You know, they're a union shop and they take care of them. Like, I'm not making bank for me to go and walk, 0.2 of a mile to deliver your shit for whatever I'm making.
Yeah.
$25 an hour using my own car. I'm not sure I'm going to do that.
Yeah, especially if it's something like groceries where, like you said, there's water.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be multiple trips. It's not like even a package where it's just one trip. You walk up there, put it on there, and you leave. You'd be making multiple trips for these groceries.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess that one that I just showed, I guess I could have done it from the street because it was just a residential. I mean, average residential, I think, is like maybe 200 feet driveway. It's not that long. But I don't know, people's audacity, and then the mud too. I'm like, who are these fucking farmers delivering this Walmart order? Like, where do you have muddy? Like, they love their concrete, and it's not even. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it was an old note because it's a newer neighborhood, but the concrete's already starting to weather. I mean, it's not like it's white, when it 1st.
You're like, it's already been stained twice. What's one more going to hurt?
Yeah, and then if I already had my argument planned, if she says I didn't want you parking because the oil says, ma'am, this is an electric vehicle.
Yep.
There's no oil to stain. You're good. We're golden.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, Larry. Uber insurance story has a $5.8 billion problem. Tell me about that. I did read it, and of course,
it's a pretty long article, so
we'll
try to cover it if we can. So, there's always this debate of why is Uber taking so much money and giving the drivers so much less. And one of their big reasons that they always talk about is the cost of insurance they have to pay for their drivers. It says in California, 31% of the average rider fare goes to insurance. In New Jersey, UIM coverage requirements are 50 times what private vehicle owners face. the company is not gouging drivers or riders. It's passing through genuine costs, government mandated costs. That's Uber's side of the story, right? But there's been 3 different independent research efforts saying that that's not really the true story.
Yes.
One of the things this first report found, it's a May 2026 report from Consumer Watchdog, which found that Uber's self-insurance reserves grew from $6.7 billion in 2023 to $12.5 billion in 2025. So $5.8 billion more in reserves over the last 2 years. That's a lot of cheddar to be putting back in 2 years. Listen to this too. Consumer Watchdogs also found that Uber tied executive compensation to passage of SB 371 and other insurance reform efforts in 2025. The same legislation that, if successful, would reduce Uber's mandated coverage and allow further reserves.
My God.
Yes. So the second one, let's see. The second one talks about, we talked about this story before. It was from Columbia Business School. It's where they tracked 3 U.S. veteran drivers for over 10 years and how much Uber's, taking, how much it's gone up. So that was the second report. And then the third one was from Oxford University. They talk about some of the most specific findings that go against, the Uber's, explanation of this. They said they looked at 100 nearly identical trips by the same driver on the same route, a Tesla Model Y going from Ithaca to Syracuse Airport, which is approximately 60 miles. Same driver, same vehicle, same service type. Uber's reported estimated commercial auto insurance and operational expenses on those trips varied anywhere from $13.75 to $50.
Damn.
Yeah. So he said he did study. He said day of the week, time of the day, service type were statistically insignificant. What predicted the variance is the rider price and the driver pay. He said there's no actuarial, I can't pronounce that word, basis on which commercial insurance costs should behave this way. The risk profile of those 100 trips was as close to identical as real world data will permit, but the insurance line varied by more than 3.6 to 1.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah.
So I have to tell you, I took this article and put it in chat. I was like, because I looked at it too, and I was like, geez, this is hard. You do,
yeah,
Larry, you do a great job. You just do a good job. I give you the bigger articles because you're able to capture it better than me, because my ADD, I just can't do it. I'm terrible.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So it says, okay, so this is what chat says I should say, because I was like, hey, I'm live on a podcast. How should I present it? And I didn't use it or send it because it doesn't sound like us. I was like, write it like me. It's like, it says, all right, I have a question. Has anyone at Uber actually looked at these insurance fees? Because I'm not sure even Uber knows how they work. There's a new report saying Uber has a $5.8 billion insurance problem. Researchers looked at 2 rides that were basically the same route, same driver, same car, which you said. And one ride had about a $14 insurance operations fees, while the other was almost $50. $50? What happened? Did the second passenger ask to drive through Jurassic Park? I told him to make it funny too. Now Uber says these fees aren't tied to that specific trip. They're spread out to cover insurance and operating costs. Okay, fair enough. But here's where the drivers start scratching their heads. If insurance costs are coming down, why isn't driver pay going up? Mm-hmm. That's the $1 million, or I guess $5.8 billion question. If you ever looked at your earnings after a trip and thought, where did my money go? You're definitely not alone. So it wrote it pretty good, right? It touched on some of the stuff you did, but doesn't I think that would be good if I memorized it, but reading it kind of sounds clunky, right?
A little bit,
yeah. I mean, obviously you see me looking down.
Yeah.
I mean, if I did it right, I would have like a teleprompter, but I thought it did an okay job, but not enough I was going to give it to you and go like, yeah, do this with it. But I see some of those articles and I'm just like, Jiminy Cricket, like how am I going to pull And like I said, you do a good job of that. So
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to Pete in the chat. Good to see him online.
oh, Peter boy.
He's one of the OG. Yeah.
Oh man, we talked about you on the last show because didn't we say diamond bitch because we were talking about like why Uber goes blue, gold,
diamond.
like why don't we go like the whole world like gold,
Yeah.
silver, bronze? Like fucking idiots. Uber's always got to be different. But yeah, I was like, Pete was diamond bitch.
He was our original OG diamond bitch.
Yeah, the OG back in the day.
You know it. Remember when all that came out, man? It was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
Yeah. We were all fighting for those points.
I mean, honestly, Gabe's got to be diamond bitch, right? Because he's doing all those quests. You know what I mean? Not to say he doesn't decline anything, and Pete did decline stuff too, especially Ivory or, the car seats. But my point is like Gabe's got to be diamond because he's doing all those quests, which, hey, if they're great for him.
Yeah.
Then I say go for it. But I did overhear him this week saying he's a really peopled out. Like it's
he swings back and forth.
Yeah.
He'll hit it hard for a while and then he'll get peopled out and then he'll stick to shopping and food delivery and Amazon Flex and stuff for a while and then they're like, maybe I'll do people again for a little bit. But
well, and that's what's great about gig work is the flexibility. If the money's there, I worry I would get locked. Like if I was full time, I would get locked into something that pays really good, and then I fucking hate it. Then I get to a point I'm like, okay, now I'm 9 to 5 or 6 to 3 or whatever, doing the same ride share, whatever it is. I hate my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's in a good market, so that does help.
That helps. That makes all the difference.
But
I mean, I get 0 quests. If I got any quest, I might be diamond too. But
well, I was just thinking like to doing the same thing. If I only did DoorDash over here, now again, I don't know if I started doing it more, they would give me some better offers, but I would be broke.
Yeah.
Like I would sit on the app for 8 hours and make $50.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't be doing that.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, that's just not enough. Not enough to do. So, but anyways, I bet Gabe's diamond. We'll have to ask him next time we're in the chat. Are you diamond bitch? I mean, not the original diamond bitch, but
I guess they even. I guess diamond's still a thing.
Oh yeah, for sure, it's a thing. 100%. Yeah, that I don't think the names have changed or the tiers. They've just added or subtracted.
Yeah,
different perks.
What that means. Yeah, what the perks are.
Yeah. So Texas AG had just announced a $13 million Walmart settlement over driver pay. I'm pretty sure this is the same one that we have dealt with in Michigan and maybe New Jersey and Vegas, but state investigators allege Walmart misrepresented driver pay, including customer pre-tips selected at checkout, base pay, and incentive opportunities. So it's $13 million. They've already paid like half of it out. My question is like, how do they figure this out? Like we've talked about this before. Like I'm I guess not smart enough to know, or maybe I don't go back and track it. Like you would have to take a screenshot of every order. I mean, it's a lot of work, and I guess I'm glad there are people out there that get obsessed with it. So it kind of helps us out too. I guess I just don't have the bandwidth to do that, and maybe, I'm glad people do it, but the settlement requires Walmart to improve transparency and ensure drivers are paid fairly. The Attorney General office said it will continue reviewing records. Well, now you're on the hook. Like now that the AG's involved, they're going to be like every 3 months pulling whoever they talked with, pulling some data and fucking looking at it. But yeah, I don't know. I just hoping Walmart's being honest. I mean, I don't even know if I even get tip baited. I just don't go back unless it's a nice one. Like if it's a $50 one or something, like if it's $8 in tips, I mean, I guess if you want to pull that back, like, okay, like.
Yeah. I don't think in Walmart. Yeah, I don't think I ever went back and looked at stuff. I mean, who's got that kind of time?
Well, that's what I'm
know?
saying, and I guess I'm blessed that I don't have to hunt it down. I mean, I'll take that, but also, like I said, if you need to take your $4 tip back, I mean, there ain't nothing I can do about it, anyways.
Exactly. It's just it's not gonna it's not gonna change anything. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, if you spend all that time to go back and track, you got that. You're just lowering your hourly rate then.
Well, yeah,
got to add those hours into what you made.
Well, yeah, at that point, why aren't you out hustling more work? You're spending all this time tracking it down, and I can see on the incentives if it popped up and they're off, that's easier to track, right? And I do look at that. If they're going to offer me a $4 incentive for an order, and I go back and I saw it on there and it's not there, then that's easy to track. But the tips are just like, yeah, I don't have time for that. But Pete said Diamond Bitch is like the Highlander. I don't even know what that is. I know
the Highlander show. You've never seen that?
I've never seen it.
Oh, you got to see it. It's so funny. Episode 2 of that, there's a crowd scene. The guy's walking through, looks exactly like me. Me and my son watched it. I'll show you sometime. I'll send you the clip. Yeah, it's so funny.
That's crazy.
It's a good show. Yeah, it's about immortals and these people that are immortal. So whenever they get killed, whatever, they can't die, but whenever like their first time they have something happen to them which would kill them, that's the age they just stay for forevermore. But they have to find the other immortals that are in the world, and they fight, and they have to kill them by beheading them.
Who do you remember the lead actor that?
What was his name? Adrian Paul.
Okay, that doesn't ring a bell. I think I remember it now. I didn't ever see it, but
yeah, there's a Highlander movie first, and then I think it was first, and then the show came on.
Is this like 90s, 2000s?
I don't know, probably
40s.
No, not 40s. No. Let me look it up.
If it was if it was back then, they'd put you to death for talking about like immortal stuff,
It's premiered on October 3rd, 1992.
Oh my God, I was a freaking sophomore in high school.
Oh goodness.
Pete probably wasn't even born. All right. Moving on.
Waymo in the news.
Another article, no video. Didn't see one pop up, but over the 4th of July weekend in San Francisco, there was a ton of Waymo cars that were stranded in San Francisco, and their gridlock drained their batteries, and they died. So looks like, I guess there was a video. I didn't even see that. Showed at least a dozen stationary Waymo vehicles, many of them Jaguar I-Pace models, lined up on a city street while they're watching the fireworks by the Golden Gate Bridge. A couple of them drove over fireworks. Like, watch somebody light it, because the passenger was like, I watched them light it in the middle of the thing, and the car just drove. No one was hurt in that one, but there was another one where it did drive over it. Where was I reading that? And like caught on fire or something. Maybe it didn't caught on fire, but anyways, so here's the thing. There is battery anxiety in an electric car. I
can imagine. I know I would think about it all the time.
I mean, because here's the thing. It's more of an ordeal if you run out of juice. Like you have to get a tow truck, or AAA. I know does have generators on the back where you can plug in. I mean, because chances are you're trying to be responsible and you're close to home or you're close to a charger. But yeah, it just seems like a little bit more work when you run out of battery. Although, and gas too, I feel like you never know what it is, and there's fumes. I mean, that's a thing. Like I've literally rolled in negative on my Pilot, like negative 30 miles, and I still had gas in it. Like it didn't even stall. So it's like you never know. But battery is battery. It's on or off.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I have enough anxiety with my phone. I can imagine it in my car.
Well, the phone is easy because there's portable
I
chargers
know.
everywhere. You just
I
slap it
know.
on, and you're just
I
like,
understand.
um,
So I'm just saying I would be way, way worse in a car.
and I think I don't know if it was the last show or the show before. I can't remember. I talked about I have a min or max that's based on my usage, and I always base it on the minimum. If I'm above the minimum by 20 miles, I'm good. I don't flirt with the real number or the max number. We don't touch those numbers.
Yep.
It's the minimum number that we touch, and we go above it.
Exactly. Yeah. Build a little cushion.
Yeah, but I guess Waymo's going to have to figure it out. Like, you're going to have, and maybe they haven't had this happen before. I feel like the entire town of San Francisco is a gridlock. But, I mean, I guess I'm definitely on the 4th with the big fireworks. I guess it could be worse, but
Oh yeah.
y'all are going to have to figure it out. Like, this can't happen. There's a bunch of people that were stranded and, getting out of their Waymos, and it's just, you're driving over fireworks. Like,
Yeah. I can. Oh yeah. I can only imagine. I don't know if the Waymos are operating right now in Nashville. I know they halted them there for a little bit because one of the reasons they've had I can't remember is the construction one or the flooding or whatever, but I can only imagine them on 4th of July down around downtown with there's 400,000 people on Broadway watching the fireworks.
jeez. 400. How is that?
400,000.
Broadway's not that long. I mean, it's not. What is it? Is it even a mile? It's not even a mile.
No, it goes down further, but I mean, I'm sure there's people down in the park too, and side streets and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we had actually thought about going down this year, but it's so freaking hot, and
Oh yeah,
it's gotten Nashville. The fireworks has gotten pretty big, popular. They used to show just glimpses of it on some of the shows that on TV that night, but they actually had ABC put on it was like 3 or 4 hour special that Ryan Seacrest hosted.
This
just
year?
from Nashville. Yeah, just from Nashville.
You know what? Because I don't care about Ryan Seacrest, but I love Taylor Swift. He finally announced he did get invited to her wedding, and like his co-host was so pissed because he couldn't say anything, like he had known about it. You know what I mean? But he turned that wedding down to go host that. There ain't no way I'm turning down Larry's dying. There ain't no way I'm turning down the wedding of the century, y'all. Of this 100, well, maybe not the 100 years, at least the last 50 years, I'm going to that wedding. I'm turning the work down. You're a multimillionaire. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean, I think he makes $60 million just from Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, fuck. So I guess my point is, I what I was gonna say is, I think it's cool, and maybe because it was the 250th they did this. I kind of think. Now, just hear me out. I kind of think we should do the float thing like we do for the Macy's Day Parade for Thanksgiving for the 4th of July. I think that would be cool. You know what I mean? And then at the end of it, although it's at night though, you know what I mean? Because I was going to say, like, at the end, you have the fireworks. Like the Macy's Day is like you see Santa and they're like, okay, we're done. Let's go eat, watch football, which is fine for me. But I'm just saying it would be cool to have like the finale of the parade is this huge firework thing.
Yeah, and what I like even more now is the drone shows.
Those are crazy.
Yeah, they had that in Nashville as well. But they had all sorts of different performers, all sorts of different genres, singing that night. It's a pretty good show. And then when it was done, me and my wife were like, oh man, we're glad we don't have to fight that traffic and drive back to Bowling Green.
Oh my gosh. One thing about the drone thing I thought about, I saw some kid setting one up like online. I wasn't around in person, but how do they come back when the one like didn't charge, or, cause they all must have batteries or they have mounting stations, right? And you take one, you got to set them all up. I know it's a computer program that runs them. I get that part of it, but like, is it noticeable when one doesn't work? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'd be curious if they have a backup, or I don't know.
I'm sure that, you'd think they probably have a few spare, but I don't know if like just one being out, I don't know if that'd make that big a difference.
Right. Or do they run a test? I mean, I would imagine they don't do it. I mean, they probably test it like, way away from the location, but once they get there, it probably takes a couple hours to set up and then.
Yeah.
you're ready to go. So
it's amazing stuff though.
Yeah, it is amazing. All right. I think I'm going to stop there. I just want to talk about Patreon. Go to patreon.com/thegigacon podcast. Love for you to join us. We do have a couple articles we didn't get to that we'll get to on the Patreon. 8-10 p.m. after every show. You can get on there live and talk to us and listen to the stories. And we take our shirts off. And no, we don't. No one wants to see that. But Larry, any gig work this weekend?
Let me see. Maybe Sunday?
No. You were supposed to go somewhere on Saturday. You said last week.
Yeah, Saturday I'm going up to Cincinnati to see monster trucks.
That's right, monster trucks.
Yeah, I can take my wife to the airport. I think her flight's at like 6 o'clock or 6:30 in the morning, so we'll be leaving here in a really early hour.
God damn it, you with those early flights for you.
Yeah. But they're the best, though, because you have way less chance of them being delayed.
Yeah.
And that way, she gets out to California and gets to spend most of the day there. So, yeah, she'll be flying out that morning. Then I'll be driving up to see the monster trucks. But Sunday, possibly.
You'll be exhausted. Are you kidding me? After getting up that, although you don't require as much sleep as I do. But
yeah, there's a possibility. One of my friends texted me today. He wants to go see another one of our friends that lives up in Louisville. So we may do that Sunday.
Okay.
It all depends on that. If I don't do that, I will do some gig work.
Yeah, for me, I do pretty much gig work almost every day. I didn't today because I had some other obligations, but I'll be out tomorrow. I'll be out Friday, and I got Whitecaps all week too. So, yeah, probably on Saturday and Sunday, maybe I'll just try to grab a route. Maybe I'll sleep in, but yeah, it's pretty much gig work almost every day, except, normally I don't do Tuesdays because Tuesdays are slow, but this week I did because I had shit to do today. So, but
swap it up.
That's the great part about gig work. Like, hey, I know Tuesdays are slow, but like you're going to have, and I did end up doing a route in a few Walmarts, but you kind of got to do what you got to do if you got plans for the other day. So,
yep.
All right. As always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And we'll see you on the road.
All right. 8:10.
Hey.
8 minutes.
Hey, good night. Hey, good to see you, Pete.
Yeah, Pete. Fuck you, Diamond Bitch.
Got a pass.